Get down!
Turns out with great power comes great
Sonic the Hedgehog has thousands of fans all over the world from different generations. Some people remember him from the beloved video game, some just recently met him on the big screen. Anyways, the newest movie Sonic the Hedgehog 2 attracted a lot of attention, and fans have come up with some incredible and mind-blowing theories. These are some of the best fan ideas ever made.
This is what we're gonna do. Step 1, light taunting. Step 2, I have no idea.
The Warner Bros. Super Mario movie received unimpressive feedback from fans, and for some reason, many people think that the movie was connected to the Sonic 2 movies as well. But what exactly made them think that way, and where's the connection? It's all about the comet that killed the dinosaurs and divided the Mario world into two separate realms, and created a portal between the two worlds. Fans assume that the world of the Sonic movie and the world of the Mario movie are connected because of this comet. In theory, this split caused by the meteor also extended to Sonic's world of Mobius. Taking this into consideration, it would mean that 3 worlds are connected: the world of dinosaurs, the world of humans, and the world of Mobius. It kind of makes sense since the Sonic world and the world of Mario both deal with portals, electricity, and sentient animal creatures is a compelling argument. The connection is not 100% clear, but it can be like that for sure.
That wasn't too bad.
In all the games and films about the iconic blue hedgehog, it's clear that Sonic the Hedgehog is a creature of Earth. Well, at least all fans and people who ever played the Sonic video game or watched the movie about him have been imagining him all these years. Plus, all Sonic's enemies were animals from our planet. Trapped inside the machines, we saw the people who surrounded Sonic in every place the blue hedgehog has visited has been exclusively on Earth. But when the fans just saw the trailer for the first time, they assumed Sonic might be an alien from another planet. Remember the moment where Sonic is riding in a truck with Tom Wachowski and Sonic says, "Looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet"? Notice that he says your planet and not the planet or our planet. Many fans were super quick to assume that Earth is not his actual home and that he might be an alien. But do you believe that? Well, it could be like that because in some of Sonic's early appearances in Western markets, the action took place on planet Mobius, not on Earth like modern Sonic media. So there's a chance that our beloved speedster is not an Earth citizen. So, what if Sonic isn't originally from Earth? What if Sonic was born on another planet and Longclaw discovered him in an escape pod or something? Since Sonic's faster than a speeding bullet, it'd be fitting if he had a Superman-esque origin. That's the theory that sounds real.
Sonic, someone could have seen you.
No one saw me. I'm too fast. And I wanted to bring you this.
Despite the fact that the second Sonic the Hedgehog movie was such a successful project, the box office skyrocketed like never before and it was liked by critics, some naysayers and armchair critics that don't stand in line with the common consensus have been quick to criticize the most loved moments of the movie. One of the moments that were criticized by them was the fact that it would be much better if Metal Sonic was revealed instead of Shadow. Yeah, you heard that right. Even though many fans, kids and adults were super happy to see Shadow in the mid-credits scene, some people had something to say about it. It didn't even mean anything to them that his appearance was even more iconic than anything in any Marvel movie. So, one person wrote on Reddit that he wished it had been a different character. The Redditor argues that they never really got into the adventure games, so Metal Sonic is a much more iconic villain for me, but his words were not really welcomed by a lot of people. This person appears to be in the minority, but Metal Sonic is another antagonist that fans would kill to see in the future, so we wouldn't be surprised if Metal Sonic factored into the next movie. Robotnik already used one of Sonic's quills to supercharge his egg mobile in the climax. Next time, he could use a quill to power a robot modeled after his arch nemesis. Then Robotnik could really give Sonic a run for his rings, and we're dying to know what's next. Do you think there's a chance to see Metal Sonic in the next movie?
Since I've been gone, I've discovered the source of ultimate power.
If you thought that this scene was the only one that was criticized by some fans, you're wrong. Here we have another scene that some fans assumed would be better if it wasn't that long. One Redditor said that the dance-off in Siberia was out of nowhere, and it would be better if this scene was shorter. However, the person also claimed that the scene was the only questionable thing in the movie. It's safe to say that this moment is absolutely hilarious, and it's pieced together with a genius little visual gags and references and Easter eggs. At least the moment when Sonic jumps in the air, he pulls the pose found on the Sonic Adventure cover. It was definitely the best one. What do you think about this scene, by the way?
This is my power, and I'm not using it to run away anymore.
We all know that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 ended. Sonic defeats Robotnik and the Eggman falls hundreds of feet from the Death Egg. Nothing new, classy Sonic. He did that 1 million times the video game. However, the fact that Sonic doesn't even consider saving Robotnik made some fans furious and even sad. Some of them started calling Sonic a murderer, and this is not the way superheroes should behave, especially a kid superhero. One person even theorized that Sonic's decision to let Eggman fall was a huge oversight from the writers, arguing that I get that Robotnik had tried to kill his family, but generally kid superheroes don't kill their enemies. Well, his words do make sense, especially given that it's a children's film, but do you remember Sonic ever being into saving Eggman's life in the video game? Plus, we all know that no matter how kind you are to the bad guys, they always come back to get you over and over again. Plus, it seems like the writers made a right choice by letting Sonic to ignore the fact that Robotnik is falling because it's fairly faithful to the source material. Or maybe you have another opinion. If so, you should let us know in the comment section below.
But you don't choose that moment. That moment chooses you.
I just got goosebumps. Wait a second, did you steal that from Oprah?
When the fans saw the trailer for the first time, they were kind of worried about the way the filmmakers decided to portray Dr. Robotnik. But when the movie was finally released, everyone understood what was happening. Initially, we saw an early Ivo Robotnik, the guy who was really weird, kind of jerky, but not 100% evil. He didn't even look like a villain yet. However, the further we go, the more the Robotnik full mode we see. That would come after a whole lot of unsuccessful hedgehog hunting. Finally, we see Jim Carrey go full Robotnik, donning the wardrobe we most often associate with the main antagonist in the Sonic video games. And his mustache got a little wilder as well. Fans really love to make up a few theories about how Ivo Robotnik ultimately becomes the more evil version of himself. Most of the fans came into the conclusion that it might have something to do with losing his mind over his constant failure to apprehend Sonic. And it makes sense because it's difficult to think about something else that can make this clean-cut doctor become such a crazed lunatic. However, this is not 100% confirmed theory, just like every other theory we're talking about here. It's just speculation, but it does seem real. Sometimes people go crazy when they can't get what they want, so there's a big chance that our villain with the mustache became a lunatic because he was super obsessed with the blue speedster Sonic.
If you can't beat him, blind him.
Have you watched Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Which theory do you find the most interesting? Please let us know in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Your flying eggs are pretty impressive, Mr. Eggman, but let's face it,